Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's a professional here. I'm currently working on my money guide for the After Hours Nightclub DLC. In the meantime, I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks about the nightclubs that you may not know and may help you out. I was playing around with this DLC all day today, and I found some things many people didn't notice. I hope you guys enjoy. Here's 7 tips and tricks for the After Hours DLC. Enjoy. So starting off right here, tip number 7 is use the back door or the garage when entering your nightclub. And the reason that you want to use the back door and garage is because it's a lot quicker and more effective. If you're visiting somebody else's nightclub, then you're going to want to go through the front door if you're a visitor. But the reason that you're using the back door here is because you can actually jog in the back. And all you got to do is just take this one staircase up here and you can go to the office. 9 times out of 10 when people are entering their nightclubs, they're going straight to their office. And it takes a lot longer to go through the front door. Here I'm simulating this is what it looks like when you go through the front door, and I'm actually speeding this clip up right here, but when you enter through the front door, you actually have to walk the whole way. You can't jog through here. You have to walk down this staircase. You got to walk all the way around, walk through the dance floor, take a flight of stairs up, and then go all the way up to the office. It can be pretty much a pain, especially that you're bumping into a lot of people along the way, a lot of NPCs that get in your way. So it's a lot more time consuming. It's much better to go through the back door. You can just jog and get in the office quickly. Number 6 is the Nightclub Management tab in the interaction menu. In the interaction menu, there's a new tab called Nightclub Management, and you can only use this when you're inside your nightclub. And you can set an entry cost in here between $0 to $100, but that entry cost, as far as I know, doesn't do anything. Whenever people enter your club, for instance, they would have to pay that $100 fee, but you don't, as the owner, you don't get that money back. If anybody knows what happens to that money, let me know in the comments, but as far as I know, nobody gets that money. Another thing you can do here is you can set a dress code, and the dress code you can set between techno and EDM. Right now, the NPCs, they're wearing techno colors. Techno is more when they're wearing darker colors, and EDM is when they're wearing bright colors, like bright orange, bright red, bright blue. I personally prefer it when they wear the brighter colors. I think it makes the club look better. But also, lastly, you can also set what parts of the club people can access, whether they can go up on the DJ stand, whether they can go into your office, whether they can go into the lower levels, so you can limit people on the specific areas in the club. Number 5 is Nightclub Earnings, and Nightclub Earnings is different from the earnings that you get in the basement, because the basement, it's all your different businesses in combination with one another, and the nightclub, it'll produce in total with $70,000 in the safe. So once it hits $70,000 in the safe, you'll get this text message from Tony which reads, "So the club safe is bursting with your cash. I feel like it's the 80s again, and I'm about to get arrested for tax fraud. Look, neither of us wants the IRS to start asking questions, so maybe let's try and look less like a suspect operation here." So it'll take about every 48 minutes, every in-game day, it'll produce $10,000, assuming that your popularity level is the highest. And, you know, I predicted that you were gonna make income from this every in-game day, but I didn't expect it to be this low. I actually expected it to be a lot higher than this. And I'm kind of disappointed that the safe only holds 70,000. I mean, it should hold at least 100,000. But the popularity, how it basically works, it works different than MC supplies. MC supplies, you could still have like a bar of supplies and it'll produce. The nightclub popularity, you want to keep it as high as possible if you want that $10,000 every 48 minutes. Because if you look right here, right now it's at 9,000 current daily income because the popularity decreased. In order to increase popularity, you have to do the promote club missions. So if you want to keep it at $10,000 every 48 minutes, you have to keep the popularity at the highest possible here. The missions, they're not really that bad. Most of them are pretty easy though, and some of them can be fun, but you're not really going to make that much money from the club. But what is nice is that it's pretty much always producing, so it's an extra $70,000 that you can still pocket. Number 4 is celebrities.
Hey, talk about perfect timing, eh? I said I could get a celebrity here, and Jimmy Boston has just been arrested. If you break him out, he'll have to come to the club. What are you waiting for? Go!
Occasionally you will get rarer promotion missions where you have to rescue a celebrity and then you bring them back to your club. And I'm assuming that the promotion missions are the only ways to get celebrities. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But when you get the mission with the celebrity, in this case I have Jimmy Boston here, who is an actor, you bring them back to your nightclub. And when you bring them back to your nightclub, you actually hear them being announced.
It's the one and only Jimmy Boston on the floor!
Here, Jimmy Boston is sitting in our club, and he's a unique character here. A guy with the hat right here. And, you know, the celebrities, apparently they help with the promotion, that they give you more promotion than other activities, so they're more unique missions. And when I was playing, it looked like the promotion bar, it looked like it was lasting longer than it usually would, but I'm not 100% on that. But I think the celebrities, they're mostly there for cosmetic appearances. They help a little bit from promotion, but it looks like from what I've seen, they're mostly here for just cosmetic looks. If anybody knows more about this, just please let me know down in the comments, but that's what I've just seen mostly with the celebrities. Number 3 is free guns and ammunition. If you actually go down into the lower levels where all your other businesses are producing, even if you don't have any staff down there but you have that level purchased, you're going to be able to find free guns and ammo there. I was able to find a pump action shotgun, a heavy sniper, an assault rifle, a grenade launcher. So whenever you guys do go down here, make sure you guys do pick up those guns. I mean, it's always free ammo. I always welcome free ammo. Even me, who I have plenty of money, if I can get free ammo, I'm going to get my hands on it. And also, up here in the office, there's a revolver in case you guys want to pick that up. Number 2 is new drinking. When you go to the bar now, there's multiple drinks to choose from instead of in the past in other establishments where there was just one single drink you could choose. And there's all the different drinks, they have different effects, and there's one drink that can actually knock you out in just one single shot. And when you take that one shot, you start feeling the effects of being drunk already. You start stumbling around until you pass out. And there's also a bar upstairs which serves more quality alcohol, and it can serve different kinds of champagne which are more expensive. When you do pass out, however, you get teleported somewhere randomly around the map. In this case, I got teleported to the golf course. But here we go. Here, let me show you guys the second bar. This one's the upstairs, where the more quality ones. They have all the regular drinks that they have downstairs, but they have also the quality ones, and they have a champagne diamond, which is $150,000. And if you purchase the $150,000 champagne, this is what happens. You get this fancy bottle, and you don't really do much with it. It's very similar to the ballot in GTA 4. You just basically take it, and then all you start doing is you just start shaking it. Tap X to shake it. And then you can just sprinkle it around everywhere, but it doesn't really do much. Even if you like sprinkle it at friends or like NPCs, it has no effect on them. Like, they don't even react to it. So this is just a giant waste of money. You have that option. I mean, it's there, but it's a giant waste of money. Before we go to number 1 here, I wanted to mention this little extra here. If you go to the office, there's actually this little panel here. A lot of people missed it at first. I did too. I was running around the club and I didn't notice it. And when you go in here, you can actually dim the lights. You can actually make the lights darker in here. And you can also turn on the privacy glass, which will make the screens and the doors black so people can't really see inside. Number 1 is business battles. And business battles, they are a new free mode activity. These spawn randomly every 15 minutes in a public session. And what happens with business battles is that you can pick up cargo. And the cargo can be different. It can be guns, it can be cocaine, it can be meth, it can be weed. And there's different kinds of missions. Sometimes you have to drive a vehicle, sometimes you have to pick up bags, etc. And how these basically work is that your businesses, the ones that are underground in your nightclub, they are passive businesses, meaning that they're always producing. But you can actually help them produce faster. You can actually help collect crates and cargo for them. These will spawn randomly in a free mode session. They don't cost any kind of money. Remember what I said before, every 15 minutes. So in this case, we're stealing weapons, and we delivered it to the nightclub, and that's 2 weapons. The weapons, they produce around 100 guns. So this does help. It's not the biggest help, but it does help. It does contribute. And right here we have a second business battle, and doesn't always take 15 minutes, guys. In this case, it actually took around 25 minutes. Even though the newswire says it takes 15 minutes, my best guess is that the free mode activities, they interfere with it, because I've had a free mode activity spawn right after a business battle, and then we had to wait another 15 minutes after that. So my best guess is that the free mode activities spawn. But hey, make sure that you guys, whenever you guys pick up these business battle goods, take a look at your clock. If you have a stopwatch, use that, because they're supposed to be spawning around every 15 minutes. And when you pick it up, you can estimate around when the next one will spawn. Get into an air vehicle like a buzzard or a jet, start flying around the map. And then that way, when 15 minutes passes, you'll be ready and you'll be able to pick that crate up really quickly, because everybody else in the lobby will see that crate. And trust me, a lot of people are going to rush towards that crate and they're going to fight towards it. It is actually worth picking up, and it is actually worth doing this free mode activity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed my content, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm currently working on my money guide. I will have that up as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.